And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday night, and that can mean only one thing. That's right, it's time for another episode of White Plume Mountain featuring DM Luke from Big Game Small Pieces. Luke, how are you, man? Thanks for joining us again.
Glad to be back here, Sven. We should be able to finish 1/3 of the dungeon tonight.
1/3 of the dungeon. Well, I'm not going to hold you to it, because this is Dungeons and Dragons, and things never go the way that you have planned.
Just going to start mining and making a whole nother extension.
Don't give them ideas, man. Don't give them ideas.
Then the adventurers come to us and we harvest them for loot and XP.
You're going to have to start thinking of...
you just became the BBG.
What they dig into. But look, at the end of the day, you're the dungeon master, which means if they start digging into the side of the tunnel, they could break into a natural cavern that features, I don't know, 5 adult black dragons. It's entirely up to you.
Just liquid hot magma. They are in a volcano.
That's like old school Minecraft or whatever, when you dig down too far and you fall out the bottom of the earth. Hope you have fire resistance. Anyways, I'm going to hand it over to Luke. He is going to be in charge of the action tonight. We are going to be delving deeper into White Plume Mountain, the original D&D adventure that was rewritten for Tales from the Yawning portal back in, I want to say 2007? Is that right? No, later? Earlier?
2014 it was released for Tales of the Yawning portal. I think the original came out in 79. And then Third Ed had it a conversion. It'd have to be after 2000 because that's when Third Ed kicked in.
That's right. Yeah, well, I'm a little bit off on my dates because I've got so many things going through my mind at the moment. Speaking of which, if anyone is interested, we just put in an order for brand new merch. You can check out the designs for that over on our Facebook page and all that kind of stuff. If you want to put in an order, just send me a message and I can get that sent to you. The shirts will be $25, and we've got male and female fitted shirts. Pretty cool design, if I don't say so myself. But anyway, I'm going to stop boring everyone. I'm going to hand it over to Luke. Over to you, my friends.
Thanks, Sven. Appreciate it very much. Well, it's been a little while, so we better just quickly catch up with our characters as to who we have here, and then we'll get rolling into the game, and I'll catch everyone up to where we're at. So, moving along the bottom from where I see it left to right, Hakuna Natata, would you want to just tell us quickly about your character, what you're playing, so that people at home can track? Because it's been a few episodes since we've talked about it.
Oh, really? I'm a very soggy linen right now. That means I'm a lion, beast man type bard who is being very wet at the moment after swimming around.
Been a lot of water.
And very bruised. Very, very bruised from the last encounter.
Went down and were pinned under a tower at some point underwater in the last session.
I was riding high on a tower and then it all came crashing down.
When someone pushed it on top of you. Ben, do you want to tell us what Bruno's all about?
Bruno is a hill dwarf wizard of the Circle of Wildfire, and he is on an absolute tipping point of exhaustion and euphoria because he's just set the entire room on fire and he's now looking forward to a rest and some crab meat.
Yeah, that I know Ross got his eye on that as well. Speaking of which, Ross, how's Halla going?
Halla is feeling very, very sorry for himself. He is looking forward to having a long rest and patching up. But then also having a look, snoop around to see if there's any secret ingredients he can start using in his cheese making and see if he can make some different, unique cheeses with different any ingredients. Most likely not. But always got to try.
Yeah, you just got to something down there. Rolk, how are you going? What's up with you?
Good, like any good rogue. I'm basically on full health, and everybody else get a hit for me. I'll loot the bodies then.
Ranged fighters in a room melee. It's a good combination. All right, so let's get across onto the map. I'll take us all there now as we jump across. Remember, we're in the bottom left-hand corner of this map to find yourselves. I'll also open up a photo here. It's just opened up in your player's handouts photos, the ziggurat damaged.
That is what it looks like now.
Well, it's got a bit more water in there currently than what the photo does show, but in a little while that's what it could look like. So as we can see there, I've put a blue outline, and this is an inverted ziggurat. So for those who missed the last session, each of these areas are platformed and stepped down, as opposed to like a pyramid facing up. So we've got also got a lighter grey-blue there, which is the tower, which is currently laying horizontally on the ground down the bottom by my best guess look of it. And we've got some water that's filling up the bottom layer and the next layer up. So you've got about 20 feet of water filling this. It's very slowly draining down, and it's also full of a lot of dead creatures floating around. We've got giant crawfish, we've got sea lions, we've got scorpions, and we've got manticores all floating along it and dead all around the area. So you guys are pretty beat up. What's your plan?
I'm going to undeploy and redeploy the tower standing upright. I think we're all going to climb on top of the tower. Nice safe space and have maybe with some roast crawfish.
All right.
What skill would cooking?
Cooking is a skill. Cooking is its own skill.
Oh, it's a feat.
Oh,
Let's badly burn some meat.
Yeah. Anyone can attempt it. You're not going for Master Chef, so anyone can have a crack at it.
Okay. So throw the crayfish into the water, and I'm going to saute them. I'm going to
24 to only cut out the non-poisonous bits.
Yeah.
We're all going to have a crack at trying to cook?
A little bit of manticore tail for zest.
Well, you're probably going to find a little puddled section up the top, which is probably going to boil a lot faster than thousands of litres of water.
No fun. Okay.
I think you overestimate the power of your bonfire.
Never.
So up in an area that still has, about a foot's worth, you can probably place some rocks in there and then leave one of the bodies there and burn it up and let it sit there boiling away.
Saute, not burn. Saute. We've rolled high enough on our survival, I reckon. We sort of...
You can saute that, man. We're real good at cooking. And with the placement of the tower, you've also blocked the door to the south, which is the next egress. Since you came in from the north, this one's at the bottom of the Manticore area, and it goes forward from there. We're taking a long rest. Is that our intent?
Yes.
Yep.
Right. Well, I don't see anything to the south being able to stop you with that desire. What's the plan? Everyone just bunking down, or?
Gonna have some
Max.
Well, you're going to have to swim 10 feet across to the tower and then climb up 10 feet and to get to the top. Going in the tower is no good because the arrow slits have allowed the water to come pouring in. So you've got the top. Hide, rest, and it's dry up there. Does anyone wish to do anything while we're taking a long rest?
Heal up, essentially. Get back all my hit points.
You automatically get all your hit points back on a long rest and half your hit dice.
Yeah, haven't used them yet.
No, nor have I.
Should have used them on your short rests. But,
I was healthy at that stage.
Yeah.
Well.
So, that's good. So,
I dare say you're probably not concentrating anymore, Ben, so we can probably take tag off you.
gone. No one has water breathing anymore.
I recast that one. I want to be without that.
It's
Never.
been pretty good to have water breathing. It is the dungeon for it.
So, okay. Is there anything I want to make? No, I'm pretty good.
Anyone need to reset their spells? Anything else?
Yes,
I've done
all
that.
of that.
Oh, damn.
All of it. I used up a lot of spells.
That's interesting. Just sort of looking how on my screen, my health is still 21 out of 82. But on the channel, it's full health. So I'm like, cool.
I see it as full health at the moment.
I see it only as 21.
No worries.
Well, that's above my icon. I've got the
Yeah.
same, but it comes up as full health when you double click on it.
Yeah, okay.
To modify. So, I think I'm pretty good. I want to search anything that the manticores and that would actually have. Ooh. Could I improve my armor with the manticore, like a manticore hide or anything?
Oh, yeah. Like we're just going. Not
I've seen a manticore.
known for the.
With my armor.
I am trying to. Because you've mixed your armor and your. Yours are mixed up.
Oh, are they?
That's right, doesn't matter. Something to worry about later. All right, well, long rest processed. Let's move on ahead.
Okay.
The water has drained, and around about the 4-ish hour mark, halfway through the long rest, it was just down to the very basics, where it was just kind of forming puddles down the bottom. This will enable you guys, when at the end of your long rest, to shrink the tower back down and progress forward.
Okay. So I cast water breathing.
Mm-hmm. Everyone gets a good dose of water for their gills.
And I jump off the tower before it disappears.
I'll climb down those ladders. Yes.
Climbing down inside the tower and then walking out.
Yep, sounds a logical
Oh, an
idea.
ankle jumping out.
All right,
But
so everyone's out.
as Rolk does it, sort of quickly follow behind after seeing his last attempt at collapsing it while people were on it.
If you'd be in the car with them.
No worries. The tower quickly shrinks back down to its little minute chess piece size token that you're able to pocket back again. The continual flame lights at either end of this sunken area still burn, magically held and continuing through the water.
Can I steal them?
You sure can.
And I put them in a bag where nobody can see them.
The bag sets on fire.
All right, we're making the room dark. Who's got light? Because a couple of years needed.
I think
Okay.
A lot of us dark side.
Everyone's got dark vision?
Yep.
I got dark vision, but
Doesn't
Thought
he?
Lena needed it. All right.
Yeah, I got
We
dark
good?
vision as well. 60 feet.
Well, then we can progress in the dark. It must have been the human last time you had captured.
Yeah.
oh yeah, burning.
Vision.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. You got to open the door and find that it's locked.
I'm gonna investigate how to. No, I'm gonna sleight of hand to unlock doors. There's no lockpicking anymore.
There is. It's the lockpick tool. You use that on your. Used to be, sleight of hand style checks or lockpicking tool. Now it's the thieves' tools. With that, you struggle for a little while, but you can't just seem to get the rake to operate the tumblers correctly.
Is the door spinning inwards or outwards?
Try again.
Does the door
Outward.
swing- So it swings towards us.
Yes.
Ah,
Okay. I remove the pins.
I've rolled a 26.
Down to start disassembling the door. The rogue is able to unlatch the door.
And then it falls like a tombstone.
Ah,
He beat you to it. I can see you were keen. We know how things work.
out of my way, fool.
Ahead of you is a roughly 8 foot by 8 foot style corridor heading down a number of 10, 20, 30, for about 40, 50 something feet, progressing ahead.
Yeah.
They
Or
get
if
no?
it's hinges, I'm gonna slide the door in front of us down the corridor.
Okay.
So you're just going to push the door up right down the corridor as a tower shield?
As a false floor.
Floor.
Kick it on the ground in front of you and wait for it to fall away and go, oh, there's a trap.
Okay. And
Using the weight of the door to push down the corridor and doing a wonderful job on your back. You push down. I'm going to jump this
I'm
wall.
young. I'll never need my lower back again.
Young and spry and don't need to worry about things like that.
lift with your back.
Lifting. Working move.
All right, we're down to the south a little bit more. We come across another door in front of us. We make it down that corridor with no issues.
Can't
What's
see
the name?
anything.
I'm going to investigate the door. Great. The door is great.
The door is wonderful. You have a quick look around. You're pretty satisfied. Yeah, she's fine. There's nothing down the corridor. There's going to be nothing on the door.
Oh, I'll open the door then.
We open the door directly to our front.
Only the one door.
And we have in front of us an extremely luxurious room. The room is dry and open. There are a number of pieces of artwork up around the room. There's many, more than necessary throw pillows, soft cushions, rugs, and all sorts of things. Day beds, large mirrors, and quite an exquisite room is designed for you. Sitting there, in front of you, I probably heard just coming down, and so he stood up. Let me throw a photo up of. He's a small halfling. All right, throwing a photo up there for you all. It's called Questnif in the player handouts photos.
Mhm.
Wow, greetings, travellers. It's good to see you. But really, you didn't have to rescue me. I was going to get out any day now.
Okay.
So we return to the bard for the talky person. You're a bard, Rita, aren't you?
She is.
Yes.
So
That's her thing.
I want to start eyeing all of the rugs just to make sure none of them start to move.
now, what are
You
the
got
rugs
it still?
to be made of?
I'm going to loiter in the back.
Sorry, what was that, Bruno?
What are the rugs and all the cushions and that appear to be made of?
Very luxurious fabrics. Some
Very
silk
luxurious.
from the far east. Some warm throws. A number of different styles of blanket.
So as Bruno starts to go around, it's like follow him a bit and just like no burning, no.
Do I particularly see like a silk rug or drapery anywhere?
Oh yeah, there's many nice things up. Let's see, 27. Luxurious prison. Lavish furnishings and decorations are everywhere in this large room. The floor is strewn with rugs and cushions, and tapestries cover the wall. A hookah as tall as an adult human stands in the corner. The largest piece of furniture is a scrumptious divan. Divan? That's a laying couch, I take it?
Yes.
Very.
Divan.
I just like the word scrumptious. It's
Scrumptious.
oh, it's scrumptious.
If this is a prison, you can count me in. What kind of...
Yeah, this. Why did we long rest out there?
Why did we do that? That's it. Another long rest in here.
Taking a long rest here on principle.
On purpose.
All right, Quiznev, let's do some talkie.
Well, you've finally remembered you are a eloquence bard, and
Yeah, talkie. So eloquent.
yeah, I do the talkie thing. That's totally me. So an eloquence bard is like a politician in training.
I picked the best things ever. Oh dear.
So Christopher has greeted you and said he's glad to see you here, and he's looking forward to getting out.
Hey, Rita, we've got the cards from last week. What's the guidance one do? Would that assist us through this?
That's a D4.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, that helps us on something. Yep, okay.
What do we have up there at the moment? I see a guidance. I see a magic surge. Is that 2 guidance and 2 magic surges? There's a healing potion and then a DM's natural 20 by my count.
Hmm.
I want to search the room. Supposed to be a sword or something.
Okay. Without really hiding what you're doing, you just start feeling, checking things out, lifting code throw cushions, pulling your way through, and Christopher sort of looks at you and says, a fellow sleuth, I see.
Yes, I'm looking for the silkiest of duvets.
Well,
Only the silkiest shall do.
in a little dance type, you quickly zips over and goes, well, this is the one I've been sleeping in. It's very nice on when it gets a little bit cool, but trust me, in here it's quite warm.
Okay, well, I start building a pillow fort.
I feel safe. I've got the security of pillows. I feel good.
All right. So,
That will give you resistance versus pillow damage while you remain in there.
Yes, pillow forting, go on.
all right, I want to just chat to Quiznev. Can I roll
Sure.
insight or?
You can insight while you talk, yeah?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Oh, how did you get here? Who are you?
And I'm going to watch him to see how he reacts.
Okay. Inciting as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
not very confident.
Watch Quiznev as he engages with Hakuna. Well, I've been here for some time. Let's see, it's been at least more than 50 meals. And probably at least more than, hard to say as I've lost track of my day-night time being underground here. I came in with some others. You wouldn't have seen them, perchance. I was sneaking around a corner, and then all of a sudden, the lights went out. I woke up here. Me and a band of 3 others decided we would come in here and try and gain the treasures, the legendary weapons, and then try and sell them back for a pretty dollar. I was knocked unconscious, woke up here, and didn't see the need to leave. You can look down and see a couple trays of silver platters where food has been delivered and half gnawed on, off to the side.
Ooh. How
So,
often do you get food?
They should have come a while ago. I had to resort just to not having second breakfasts. I could only have breakfast, dinner, lunch, and supper, and I saved a little bit for dessert. But normally they come once a day.
Okay.
It's either this lady or a man, humanoid. They don't really say too much. They just kind of bring the food in, toss it in, and then leave me to it. And I just sit here enjoying the hookah, the pillows, the whole room.
Okay. When was
Surely.
the last time they turned up?
Say again, Bruno?
When was the last time they turned up?
Oh, they should have delivered a meal a couple of hours ago, but they haven't arrived. You
I
haven't
built a pillow fort here.
a pillow fort of defense.
A pillow fort of ambush.
Taking a handful of pillows and running across the room, start stacking them. They're a little bit loose. You need to use one of the chairs or the candelabra to give yourself some more support.
I trust him. Does my insight...
It doesn't seem like he's lying. The proof around the room kind of supports what he's been saying. But you guys were after the one of the legendary weapons. If you just remember the mysterious note.
I ask him if he knows the mysterious weapons, and I perceive his responses.
I believe it was the third or fourth paragraph of Black Razor yet remains to be won underneath inverted ziggurat. It then goes on to say that garnered think not that you're done, for now you'll find you are caught. That's in your mysterious note that's in your handout.
This is a comfy trap.
I want to investigate the room for traps.
No worries.
The other one, whilst we're at it, I'm going to sort of be at the door and use the other door to prop this one open.
All
So
right.
it can't be shut on us.
Okay. Well, Questioner dusts himself off and says, well, then, how many legendary weapons have you got so far?
How many have you got?
Oh, just the one? How many do you have?
It's the one that you...
Damn it. Which one do you have?
Oh. Would you like to see?
Very much so.
I've never seen one.
He adjusts his glove so slightly, and then flick of the wrist, a great sword comes out of the glove. Staring at the great sword, you can look. It is made out of a pure black metal with tiny sparkling pieces interwoven into it. Examining it closer as you have a good look, they seem to be swirling stars and little points of light, hidden, buried deep into the steel of the weapon. Just by looking at it, you can get a sense of awe and danger from staring at it. Yes, that's the one.
Wow. That's not the one I want. I mean, good for you.
Are you going to move on to try and get the other two?
Well, I was captured with just only 3, but if I could team up with you, that'd make 4. That'd make us a team of 5. We should be able to, and with luck, I might even be able to find my fellow adventurers.
Was one of them a wizard, perchance? At this tall?
There was a user of the weave, was amongst them, yes.
You have a wand like this one?
Yeah, that's probably something he had. I didn't get a lot of time. I was the scout up front, but he probably had a number of those.
So how did you get past the ziggurat to get to here? No, the lights went out.
Halflings usually go onto the radar. Other things are more interesting. Little us. I was able to sneak past, but I didn't go into a ziggurat. I was just sneaking through the dungeon when all of a sudden the lights went out and I woke up here.
How did you find the sword?
It was here.
Tried leaving the room with the sword?
No, it never occurred to me.
Okay, let's go. You first.
Okay. Well, Questlove is happy to accompany you as you start to head out. He passes through the door easily, as the rest of you are sitting there, breath held. He also shrinks the sword back into his glove with the flick of his wrist again, as it's a bit big for him to use, being such a small statured man.
I find one of the silk rugs and take it with me.
Yeah, you can start rolling up. There's plenty of expensive items here.
Well, that's it. I want to take this
What
silverware.
other expensive items are here?
The silverware, all right.
Yes.
The silver platters. There's two of the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Quite
two of them
sizable
already.
silver platters. Anyone else?
Is there any other ceremonial armor or weapons on the wall, or
Pillow
Tapestries, mirrors, hookahs, candelabras. Things of expense, but
Right.
not things of war.
Okay. Ah,
going to
bringing
and
it
from?
To the
Go.
mother map, yeah.
Going to and from, we sort of tap the walls to make sure there's no hidden doorways that they used to come and feed him via, but assume there's not.
Oh, yeah, you can search. Give us an investigation. Or perception. Perception's the way if you're searching. And...
Yeah.
Hey, good search. Nope, that was before you. All right. So there was no other access points in that room that you could detect, nor along the corridor. As you make your way back down to the bottom, where once again your socks get wet.
Oh. Alright, and we start to,
I suppose we head back to the.
Clamber up and start heading back.
is this when we talk to Ro about,
I'll stay
Can we-
behind Whisketh and keep an eye on.
can we
well,
drop your tower, climb up one, climb up it, and then reclaim it, drop it, climb up?
because they're 10-foot steps and it's a 30-foot tower, you'd have to drop
Oh.
20 or
Well.
jump across a 10-foot gap. But as a team, you'll be able to heave yourselves up, lift yourselves up, pass a hand down, use a length of rope. You guys are not under a time restraint, so you're easily able to clamber up.
Yep.
Question if needing a hand, as he's quite short, same as Bruno.
How about I throw them both?
yeah, throw the dwarf. Throw the dwarf.
Definitely. Strength check.
All right. Heading back as we depart the final, the west wing. The plant growth is still there over the friction floor, which makes it quite easy to traverse across.
This is where we sort of mentioned to Quithka, stay with us, because this part's a little tricky.
No worries. Looks like the door is still there.
Okay.
So you are able to fight to get yourselves across through the greenery, knowing that it slows you down to quarter speed. Hack the door free of the plant growth, transfer it across and move it to the other side to get yourselves across the next gap
Mhm.
over the spiked trap pit. Then we progress down the stairs into the water that once again slows us down 1/3 speed. And we've got the corridor ahead. What's the plan for getting through?
We sweet talk to Rita again about doing the teleport via line of sight or distance known.
Do you want me to carry everyone's metal stuff?
I was thinking carrying everyone.
Well, everyone, I can do one. I can do one
Really?
extra body.
Yeah, really.
Oh, one extra body.
You have to come back and forth, or
Well,
you could all potentially give her any metal items. She can teleport down, and the rest of you can walk through.
or
Yeah.
you give it to the tank who can carry a lot.
Yeah, I hand off all my metal stuff, and which is pretty much my hammer and my tools and stuff. And then I saunter on through.
Take off a few rings and a few items. As you explained to him, because it doesn't seem like he's aware that this area heats.
How did
the way
you not go through this space? Oh, wait, for your magic.
I never progressed through there. Must have been out.
Oh, give everything to Rita, and then I saunter down, still wearing my leather armor this time.
Yep.
Sorry, roll 20 just threw a little wobbly at me, and it's just reloading. Alright, with that, giving all your items to both Hakuna and Hala, they're able to then teleport down there using your spell.
Yep.
And the rest of you can traverse down the corridor unheeded. No one's got any feelings, right?
Oh, gold.
It's walking
No,
back
still
down.
Got all my stuff.
Retrieve my equipment.
Yeah, palm back off all the equipment, people.
Do the boat.
Now, checking this thing's still full of water and swim across the trap.
It is. Swimming. Pot-bellied little halfling swims across after watching you guys.
We all just walk in and walk back out.
Probably knee deep for most of us, and then Quithka's like up to the waist or nearly chest.
It's a 10-foot drop with spikes at the bottom of that pit. Back there, if you remember about it.
I was more meaning just general in the water.
But yeah, it's general in the water. When you get back down there, the Sphinx looks up at you. She's having a bad hair day at the moment.
The conditioner did nothing.
The frizz. Unfortunately, I haven't used it yet. It's the water here is just too mucky.
Little puff?
It's good to see that you're still alive. I was wondering, it's taken you such a long time.
We'll tell the Sphinx, well, if you do get a chance, up that one, there is a bit of dry area. And then there is some nice flowing water that you can wash your hair in.
Mm.
Who's the person in here that's been feeding things? You and a man, I think. Humanoid?
Oh. She points to the north. They come from that way. They come down usually once in a while, but they I heard them say that there was someone from where you just came. They must have spotted you on their way forward and came back.
So north then?
Yes. Searching all the way.
Good luck.
Say thank you.
Bye, pretty.
See you later, handsome.
Behave.
Rawr.
I investigate.
hallway.
No worries. Hold a moment. So as you get to partway down the corridor, you see an open gap to the right inside. Checking it out, it looks quite dark and deep, but you can't see through the water due to the layer of filth on the surface.
Water breathing and Gloomstalker. I'm going in.
And with that quickly decided, the Gloomstalker dives into the water. Swimming down a little while, you start feeling around the bottom, and you're able to find a circular wheel on the floor. Meanwhile, while down there and everyone else is standing around, from further up ahead, you guys hear someone calling out, "Help! Help!" And a lot of splashing and I was going to say thrusting, but splashing around.
Because that's how you get out of drowning.
You thrust.
If you're drowning, you thrust.
Thrust
You
away.
thrust with all your might.
Thrust on the surface. All right, so Rourke's underwater, disappeared, and to the north you can hear someone calling out for help.
I stick the butt of the halberd underwater, trying to find where he is. If I can't find him, I tap the side, saying, "Get up here."
I'm gonna turn this handle.
Yeah, turn the handle.
Okay. While down there, you find this ring and start turning it. It won't go one direction, but then it'll start spinning the other direction with a bit of force. It starts to budge. Give us a strength check. You are
I'll use my short sword as a lever.
You are struggling to find advantage on the slippery floor down the bottom. Holding your breath isn't a problem, you've got time, but you're just struggling to get a foothold at the moment. The rest of you, what do you...
yelling at Tequithcus to sort of say, hey, can you go forward and see what it is?
Sure thing.
And I was sort of say to... I'll jump in sort of to see where Rowan's got to. And sort of say to Bruno and Akuna to sort of keep an eye forward that way. I'll go grab Rook.
Roger. I'm going to toss a rope in after you. I'll tie one to one of your antlers or something, one of your horns, as you jump in. So just in case.
Lasso.
Yep.
All right, Halla, you dive down into the water and run into a struggling body down there that's flicking around and trying to fight something.
I'll try and mime for him. Help me.
It's quite hard to see down there, and you have to get... But I guess you just grab each other and guide each other onto it and start showing him the...
I was more going to grab him and hook him up, sort of saying, stuff's going on up the top, bugger this, leave it, we're leaving.
No worries. You
In the
can do
wheel.
that.
In the wheel.
Strength check, or...
Well, you've got water breathing. I can't see a reason why you can't talk. I mean, it may not be distorted well, but yeah, you've got a bit more than pointing.
Interpretive.
I'm spinning my hands around. The wheel. Spin the wheel.
And I'm just going to mime stabbing something. I'm like, up there, stabby, stabby.
And then stab.
Okay. I spin the wheel first, then we start trying to get going.
Oh, there he goes. it just needed that little push.
I'd loosen it up for you.
Satisfied? You start climbing back up?
Yep.
No worries.
Well, I start climbing up. Rowan may be staying down there to see what it is, but...
All right. You swim up. Those up still have a round or so before these guys get here. Bruno and Hakuna, what do you guys wish to do?
Well, now that they've come out,
Well, not yet. They're done to there still. We'll come back to you guys.
I'm got hold of the rope that I've attached to Hulla's horns, just to make sure if something happened. And
Cow fishing. Yep.
just cow fishing. See what
Easy.
happens.
Hakuna.
I don't know what type of fish you're going to catch with a cow on as a lure.
I'm looking ahead.
Really, really big one.
I call back to Bruno.
Mhm.
Hey, what's that up ahead?
Looking up ahead now, you're up a little closer. You can see a female elf, maybe a half elf, splashing in the water, looking like she's struggling to swim.
Damsel in distress?
Possibly. Possibly.
This is my moment!
Everyone just stay down the corridor. I got this. No matter what you hear, leave me be. I got it.
Wait. I had this before. I was tricked. And she was really ugly. Do I have enough time to just take in the scene?
You sure do.
I do? What do you want
Well,
me to?
I mean, you've got all the time you need. You're not drowning. So, you wish to just quickly have a look around?
Yep.
No worries. Looking around the room, the water looks quite flat and undisturbed around the area. It still has that algae-ish look along its surface. But about 20 feet out or so, you can see rising above the surface of the water, then going under momentarily, and then kicking up and going, it looks like there's someone in distress. They're either someone who can't swim at all, or something's going on with them. They've got that level of sort of panic as they're splashing around, calling for help. Christopher's standing there in almost waist-deep water, pointing out there, and he sort of gives you a shrugged look like, I'm not a big swimmer.
Anybody got mage hand?
I do. You've reminded me. All right, then. I just had one of those terrible thoughts. Mage hand to just...
And Rita gets enough XP to level up by herself.
Whee!
Mage Hand can only lift 5 pounds, so it can't do a lot. Oh, sorry, 10 pounds. So it can start trying to support and hold it up, but the Mage Hand will also get pulled under because 10 pounds ain't that much. The rest of you guys will be able to break the surface now that you're back there, and we can move into more simultaneous play.
I'll use the mage hand to deliver a rope.
Mm-hmm.
I take the rope off Hulla's horn, and I toss it forward to you.
What's the Minotaur?
Toss the Minotaur. Toss the dwarf. Whoa! Hulla, I just went fishing with you. Now you can fish with me. Throw me.
No.
I'm off, man.
The dwarf wants to be tossed.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's
do this.
pretty average.
Run into the room, I guess, and launch the door.
How far do I go?
Probably just short. I don't know. Where are you running to, Hulla?
I'm gonna run to the entry, and then just as soon as I get into the room, hurl him.
No worries.
Splash.
As you land right next and surface back up again, you can see the kicking, thrusting round, but you can't see what's really going on yet. The water layer on the first surface is still murky and such. What's your plan? Swim over and hand them a rope?
No, like literally be like a fishing lure and just get up and grab hold and then get reefed back.
All right. Swimming across with the rope wrapped around you, you grab on to the thrashing elven maid. And then all of a sudden you start going under with her as she's pulled down below. Hulla, what's your plan?
Right. I see them go under, and since the rope's still tied to me, I start running back.
Looking for
No.
a water challenge.
Let's have a strength roll.
Help.
Go war.
I'll go for
17.
I do poorly. All right. You start dragging them back up to the surface and start bringing them back across to the shore.
Do I see what's going on underneath the water now?
You've got a better idea. As you're looking as to what's happening, I'm going to need you, Ben, to make a wisdom save. DC low. Wisdom saving throw. You're okay. As you get dragged back, you all of a sudden hit the concrete or the stoned layer, and it seems that the water platform that you've been walking on only extends about 10 foot out, and then it just drops away as you and the creature you've got dragged up. You get dragged onto the first ledge as you're dragged up onto that first foot. And that's when the maiden changes her shape and she dissolves into seaweed as it starts falling apart. As her skin buckles, her body decays, and she drops into seaweed.
the old classic maidens.
Bard starts losing his mind, I'm guessing.
Roll.
There's something in the water. I have an idea.
Right, rolling initiative, are we?
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Yes.
I think this is nearly a tie for the bottom end. Hey, Rowan, you're losing. The bigger the number, the worse it is, isn't it?
You say that.
Has everyone gone? I see Rolk, I see Bruno, I see Hakuna, and I see Hala, I see Quiz, and I see our things. Alright. Here's the combat music starts that I notice isn't playing currently. Rolk, you're first.
Hey. Well, since I'm feeling mighty in the open here, I'm going to cast Fog Cloud on the section of the passage we're in. A Wild Magic Surge.
Fog Cloud with a Wild Magic Surge, was it?
Yeah.
Alright. We need a Wild Magic Surge. Do I have a Wild Magic? Yeah, I'll say, if you've got us covered.
Secret to good warfare is surprise. For every.
Bringing up the table right now. Usually have this preloaded, but you caught me a little bit unawares tonight. Let's have a look.
Yeah, the boys are starting to pay attention to these things.
Wild Magic. Let's find that table. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Wild Magic. There we go. Alright, let's roll a D100. What do we get?
4.
18.
18.
Alrighty. 18.
I rolled a what?
Save that for your Wild Magic Surges, Ben.
Alrighty. So, an 18, was it, for the Wild Magic Surge?
18, please.
18. Alright. You grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until you sneeze, at which point the feathers explode out from your face.
That's
Call me Gandalf. An elf with a beard. An elf with a beard. I'll never sleep.
Startled by the turn of events. You got anything else left, Rock?
I'm just gonna find in a.
Just gonna hide down the corridor.
I'm hiding in fog. What else?
I don't know if your magic actually appears. If the Wild Magic Surge happens, that's what happens instead.
I'll hide amongst my beard.
Alright. As a seaweed-built maiden rises up from the water, and I will throw a photo up here for you. She uses her ability. Hakuna, will you make a wisdom save as she calls to you?
Oh.
Save us.
Oh. I do poorly.
You do poorly?
I do poorly.
You do poorly.
Mm-hmm.
You are charmed by this beautiful creature.
Mm-hmm.
Weighing up in your head if a seaweed baby is something you could have in your future. You will try and unite yourself with the creature and wander out on your turn towards it, as it has enticed you and charmed you with its seductive body. And it gives you just those eyes, like. Hala?
I'm going to see that, because I could see straight down the line there that the seaweed ladies coming out of the water are starting to charm people and calling to them. So I'm going to get some of my hair and stick it in the ears.
Oh, yes.
To reduce the amount of volume. And then also to counter their noise, I'm going to get out my pipes of haunting and proceed to get as close as possible.
Oh, yes.
Hitting the wrong buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let rip with the pipes of haunting to counter their noise.
Nice.
Just trying to cast it.
Your pipes of haunting. Seeing magical effects affecting your group, you quickly know what to do. You pull out your pipes to counter the charm. How do these work? Do they give us another save, advantage on their saves, or they just cancel?
No, they don't. They don't cancel anything, but they're more. Each creature within 30 feet you hear that of you that hears you play must succeed a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or become frightened for a minute.
Okay.
If you wish, all creatures in the area that aren't hostile will automatically save the throw. So.
What was the DC? 15?
DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Alright, well, the closest two are scared of you.
And the last one is probably too far away.
Yeah. Lightning bolts are scary.
You think lightning's scary?
Alright, you got anything else left, Hala?
No, that's my turn.
Alright. Bruno? You're laying there in the water holding on to all this kelp that's now tried to charm you, but you have shaken off its effects.
Burning hands. DC 16.
Good move. Dex save DC 16 to resist, and 11. Burning hands away.
Okay, and that's 16 fire damage.
16 fire damage. No worries. As your scorching hands burn across the water's surface, burning the top end and sizzling some of the seaweed as it pops and crackles. In return, it decides to slap happy back at you. Lionel probably missed, but the 18 might hit.
Yes, it does.
For 13 damage as you are now grappled, and it dives into the water, dragging you down.
Oh, since it's attacked him, I'm going to do a reaction attack onto it with my halberd.
Nice move. Swing before it gets away.
Yep.
17
Because
hit.
since I hit it as a sentinel,
Yes.
it can't move.
No,
Its
nice.
speed becomes 0 for the rest of its turn.
You're back. All right, so back on the surface. Back on the surface. Oh, I gotta reload it. I'm having problems this week with this computer, so that was its go. Whose goes next? I'm waiting for mine to load up.
Another one.
Number 2?
Another kelp, yeah.
Kelpie right at the back.
All right, well, it's going to try and get one of you guys to fall under its charm. It's going to go for... Where are you? There you are. Who's up and causing problems? Hala, you're up there and causing problems. Are you worried? Did I just delete you?
What's that?
Okay, there. Hala, make a wisdom saving throw. As the reedy Kelpie tries to charm you with its wily ways.
I was going to say, do I get advantage for having my ears slightly blocked? It doesn't matter.
You do have advantage over blocking your ears, because you pre-prepared, you planned yourself, but it did nothing for you. Before I make the call, do you want to do anything?
Should have used cheese instead of hair.
Blessed.
Yeah, I was going to say, what? Can we use guidance or other bits and
Guidance
pieces?
is less. Guidance will give you a D4.
I don't think D4 is going to cut it.
We happy?
Yeah.
No worries. Well, a D4 would have. All right, so you two are charmed by the beauty of the one that you don't have scared, and it calls to you, telling you to come, enter the water, join us. You will use your turn to swim down to it, where you will. This is where they would normally get you, because you stop trying to hold your breath when you go to them, but it doesn't matter because you've got the breathing cast on yourselves.
So what are we doing
here? Well, we're just going to keep making out, I guess.
You're running out of water breathing eventually.
All right, Hakuna, you are charmed as well, aren't you?
Yes, I am charmed. Can I do anything about it in my turn, or am I just lost?
Oh, let me just quickly check.
For reference, that's 24 hours of making out.
Something.
I'll channel your inner bard.
Try and breathe normally if you're underwater. But you must, if charmed, and it moves, you've got to follow it by the most direct route. You don't avoid opportunity attacks. Before moving, you get to make a save if it's across something like lava.
So on my turn, do I then move towards it? Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
If you take damage, you can take rechecks, but you aren't attacked or damaged, you don't.
Well, I'm about to enter water. That could be a new environment for you to saving throw.
You can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
It's got the spell working for you.
Yeah, but
Do they have to hold concentration when they're doing it?
Well, you don't know, but no, just one of their abilities.
Because I've just done the frightened spell on those two, so they're now
the
frightened.
copy that has tried to seduce me is frightened.
Frightened by Ross, yes.
Yeah. So can I do a saving throw now?
No.
No.
You got to go towards it, and you've got to swim down.
All right
No.
then.
Okay, you two, go to
Don't
Strat.
leave my love! And I run towards the water.
You get to here, and you drop. And you drop below the water. You find your legs now missing, and you can feel the platform back behind you. You can kick off and swim towards.
Wait, which one is the one that's trying to seduce me?
This one.
Okay.
The other one tried to get Ben. This one.
Yeah.
And this one back here has.
Ross.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you two go distract them while we kill the first one.
You can make out underwater for a while.
Take one for the team. Come on.
No.
You kick off and start swimming towards it.
No, I can swim fast.
Okay. Quisnev's go. Quisnev, seeing you all like this, hits the wall and makes some quick gestures and then disappears.
Jerk.
Yeah.
Rilk?
I suppose I'll shoot the one that's luring. I'll shoot the closest one that's already.
Mm-hmm.
That's wrapped around me at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Partially on fire.
You'll be fine. Does an 18 hit?
Sure does.
Excellent. 27.
Slipping just around, Bruno. Your bolt strikes the creature. What's that one?
Excellent. Does a 13 hit? Anybody?
Nope.
Excellent. Okay,
Well,
so I'm going. I'm going to move backwards, and hide in the gloom.
Mm-hmm. This Kelpie that's got Reader enticed, or Hakuna, starts dropping below the water's surface.
I want to make sure it changes his face when it realizes I'm still going.
Come as it drops below the water's level as you... Oh, I'm going!
The Pepe Le Pew.
Here I come.
Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, Hala, that one over the far side's got you enticed.
And I'm going to sort of accidentally trample the Kelpie in front of me as I move towards it.
Mm-hmm. You drop into the water there, where you all of a sudden now have to swim to get out to it. So your speed's going to be halved once you go that first 5 foot.
Is this where I sort of like Akuna's in my way? So it's like pushing Akuna out of the water, underwater, like.
Get out of the way, dog man.
Yeah, pretty much.
As you love sick puppies are diving towards you. The ladies.
Almost turn from, being, come to me, to Pepe Le Pew chasing the cat going, oh.
Bruno?
Okay. Well, knowing that I've got it there, I just produce flame for 21 to hit.
21 to hit, will hit.
9 points of damage.
No worries. You got anything else?
I'm going to try and struggle and drag it out of the water and move back with it.
Mm-hmm.
Drag it up and out with me.
All right, well, it's got you grappled. You don't have it grappled. So,
okay. I grapple it back.
There you go. You've already attacked, though. But...
Oh, okay. Then, I'm just slowly burning it.
Trying to cause fires. Well, it's doing it. So things going down quickly.
Yeah.
Its turn. Seeing that you're struggling and not wanting to have a struggling lover, it goes to hit you twice, but can't get any attacks off, unfortunately. The one back here that you're swimming for, Hala, it also starts descending down into the water. Bit of an SOP there. Hakuna, your one has started to dive below the water about 10, 15 feet down. You're going to have to start swimming down to catch up with it.
Mm-hmm.
My love!
They're going to have a surprise when their standard operating procedure does not fulfill the same ideas.
Well, you start diving down to swim towards it. Luckily you can breathe because you've got water breathing cast on you.
Mm-hmm.
As you dive down, and then it holds its arms open, embraces you, and keeps pulling you down under as you... What's your plan?
Do I have a choice? Can I do a saving throw now?
No, it's how you're going to engage. You're in love. You want to...
okay. Yeah, this is full on Pepe Le Pew. I'm going to... I am going to embrace and, do the twist, bend, throw it down, and try to smooch her face. And I really hope that it's time to wig out because I am still breathing. And
give it a charisma. What are you going to do? You're honest with it because you wanted to do this, so it's a persuasion or just natural charisma check.
Ooh, can I throw which one? Do I should do a persuasion?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I'll do that.
You're not deceiving. You honestly. Oh, how it depends on your way of charming something.
I want to give performance a try.
It's a routine.
Yeah. I have a player's handbook,
The bro code.
Oh, boo.
You're being a bard of eloquence, you can't roll below a 10.
What happened? What do you want me to do? Just roll a...
We just got to look at your modifier. So you've got +3, +6.
Mm-hmm.
If that's +9, you can't get below a 10.
Yeah.
That's one of the abilities of your subclass. So that means that's a 19. That's why people take this class. Oh, no, this is performance. This is persuasion. It's only persuasion display you get that. This is a performance you're putting on. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry. Yep, you're a little bit charming towards it. It's reciprocating.
Mm-hmm.
The things look good. It thinks you're going to drown shortly, so.
I'm not going to drown.
And I'm very handsy. when I'm handsy with the seaweed. Oh, wrap yourself around me. Oh, I love it.
Let's see what we got.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Westnups go. All right. Ben, you are attacked. And looking up at your attacker is Quisnif, standing over top of you, stabbing you with the sword.
Ah, jerk move. We should kill him.
Right.
Does he need water breathing?
Does
There
it?
we go. He does not. Stabbing you. Missing the first time, although he had advantage because you couldn't detect him. He was only invisible. What's your AC?
16.
Just. Well, I'm using the wrong stats. He should have a better weapon than that. Now that he's got
I'll take it.
Yep. The next one's got you. For 9 slashing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let me just check the abilities on this sword before we go any further. Mm-hmm. Alright, an extra D10 necrotic damage from the sword. Also pulses down your body. You take 6 points. The sword drains life from you.
Right.
Look.
Well, seeing what just happened, I'm going to put a couple of arrows in Iskith.
No worries.
From the
I didn't react to you because you're hidden. No, he was aware you were down the corridor.
26 and a 10. I'm guessing the 10 doesn't hit.
It does not.
Well, yeah, 29 points of damage.
Oh, no. Ow! Looking back up at you.
Hey, I'm in the gloom, man.
Yeah, I know. Tarsus! Kelpie. Which Kelpie are we on? This one.
That's
It starts embracing you, Hakuna. Dragging you under, thinking it's got you now. Hala, you're up.
I'm going to be proceeding towards my Kelpie.
No worries, you'll be able to dive. She's gone up. She's gone under the water, so you'll have to dive down under it and swim over. You can get down to it, and the kelp starts wrapping around you, embracing you in its long lines of seaweed. How are you going to do this?
Pretty much very similar to Rita with Hakuna, and sort of being very
Nice.
passionate towards the
Right, another
enthralling-
passionate lover. Seaweed. No. I love you. Bruno?
Right. Considering I'm getting attacked by 2 people, I'm going to cast Fire Shield, but instead of a Fire Shield, I'm going to cast it as a Cold Shield. Did that come up? So now, if anyone attacks me, 2d8 of cold damage.
Cold damage is a cold shield. No worries. 2d8 cold damage for people who attack you. Anything else?
No, because I've moved my... No, I'm good.
You're grappled.
I
So
am literally going to mock the 2 of them. Ha ha ha! You got nothing. Bring it. You think that hurt?
Alright, well, this Kelpie is going to try slam you again. And just do very, very poorly.
Very poor.
This one, Hala. Yeah, it's going to embrace you and keep you down the bottom of the water, bringing you down to the base. As you stir up a little bit of the sand and muck down there, it pulls you into the other natural seaweeds, hiding itself away with you. Hakuna?
Yes.
Passionate,
Oh, passionate.
touching, feeling.
Oh. Oh.
Akuna, you're alive.
We were
claws.
getting married and have children and a home and
Say-
and
Do
Maybe
lions
you want-
have little
Yeah.
love bites and
And claws.
Lions are passionate clawy lovers.
Happy petting.
So, what do I need to do anything, or just,
No,
ramble on?
Just tell me how. Make a persuasion.
A persuasion?
Talking now, you're not performing.
Yeah, I don't persuade that much.
How was that right?
I don't know. Or do I need to click on the actual silver tongue?
No. But what's your charisma?
My charisma is 16.
16 is a +3.
Mm-hmm.
You've got +3 for your perception, that's +6. With nothing else going, that's a 16 in your persuasion.
Oh.
You can't roll less than a 10.
Oh, well.
I'll have to experiment with that once we're done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, embracing it and kissing it thoroughly. You start talking about children and holidays and what you're going to take on.
Drawing all together.
And the weeds wondering, you communicate. What's going on? Quisneth? Seeing Ben down. He's going to come in for an attack. Black Razor should be doing +3. Where this glaive melee attack should be doing a little better. That's 16.
8 points of cold damage.
That's 16 with a +3 weapon on it. Will strike for 6 damage plus 1 necrotic. And you will do 8 damage to it as the burning cold fires around you. Let's give some damage.
Someone
He
kill this.
noticed he did look like a small person, and all of a sudden he looked like a larger blue creature, and then flicked back to the small halfling image that you see before yourself. Realizing that Rourke's down the corridor, he then backs up a bit, taking an attack of opportunity from you. Ben?
Okay, I hit him with my warhammer then.
Yeah.
So 14 to hit.
14 misses.
Damn it. That's 9 to attack.
Rourke?
Can I see Quisquith anymore?
No. You did see him flicker and change shape, and then disappeared. By running to the left.
Kill the Kelpie. I'll take points.
He's in the room. I'll shoot the Kelpie.
Mm-hmm. What? Enter melee range? Not me, thank you very much.
No. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does.
Excellent. And
More than, yes.
Yeah, lots. All the damage.
what's that? 30.
The tendrils that were binding, holding on to you, Bren, as yours grabbing on and go limp and loose, and you find yourself standing there, covered in lengths of seaweed.
I stand up and grab hold of my warhammer and tell Rock to come up. I'm sick of this shit.
I hang back in the darkness. I'll come up a little bit.
Yeah,
The Kelpie has you down there, Rita and Hala. Bruno?
Right. Well, I'm going to advance on Quisquith and hit him with my warhammer. 28 to hit. It's like
That'll do it.
11 bludgeoning.
That's a nice little bit of damage. You got another attack, or I don't think Drew's getting another attack, do you?
No, I got one.
You're a spellcaster, yeah.
Mm.
Or you meant to take animal forms and attack like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You've moved up and attacked. Is there anything else?
No, that's about it that I can do. I don't have any. Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right. That Kelpie is down. Next Kelpie. With you, Ross, still binding you, holding you down there, expecting you to drown. Hakuna, still expecting you to drown. Westneth. You're tougher than you first looked. As he comes and swings at you again. 26 to hit for 14.
Take 6 cold damage.
And another 5, so 19 damage. As the 5 points of necrotic also draw into you. He then swings again for a 13 to hit. Well, plus 3, 16.
Yep, that'll hit. 6 cold damage.
I take 2 more points of that. And you get 8 slashing and 5 necrotic.
And I'm down.
You fall beneath the water's surface. Luckily, you've got water breathing on.
I'm good.
That's not a concentration spell, is it? Isn't it? It's just a cast and you've got it for the day?
Carson got it. It's the fire shield that is a concentration.
Very handy. Rolk?
I'm going to advance, peering around the corridor, pieing around the corner, if you will, and take a couple of shots of Quithkith.
Yep.
Am I still in the gloom? Is this gloomy?
It is dark. No one has light, and the halfling seems to be able to see fine in general terms. But you're invisible due to this. We've had this little thing, so you do have advantage.
I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit, but the subsequent 22 would have
It does.
30 points of
Gloomstalkers. Gloomstalkers. All the fellow DMs out there. Gloomstalkers, am I right? Anything else, Rourke?
I'm pretty good. I'm going to make a little gesture in the darkness. You can't see me.
Even though you can't see. Alright. Kelpie's still got you down there drowning. As we come around, holla. Bam.
Just
I'm gonna... Oh, sorry.
Death
There
save.
you go.
Nuzzling down there.
Yep. We'll come back to you two shortly. Find out how your charmings are going. Okay. Now, Hakuna. How's things going for you? What sort of woo are you pitching?
Oh, I'm suggesting that we build a sandcastle under the water, and that will be our forever home. And how many nurseries do we have? Is there a maid service? I'm just gonna prattle off its.
Baby, I'm coming in hard. Alright.
Is she getting disturbed yet? I wanted to disturb.
I see the way you're going for there, and I like it. Could easily deny it, but I like the way
I'm
it's going.
Ted Mosbying it.
Ted Mosby? Oh, man.
You
All
called
right.
it Ted Mosby.
It turns you sort of there. These things even speak. Breathe air and water. It has languages. In common. It says to you, whoa, slow down, baby. I'm just here for a good time, eh? You know, we don't need to go fast and quickly. We got all the time in the world. Just, in fact, a few more minutes shouldn't be enough. Look at you. You're not going blue in the face.
What do you think about a duplex sandcastle? Because I can see that my friend over there is getting pretty along with. Is that your sister? I'm sure. It's like, I'm not saying you all look alike, but I'm sure that's your sister. And we can live in a castle next door to each other.
A couple arcane gestures from Quisneth, and area around just goes black. A magical darkness zooms from it, engulfing the area. So you kelpies down the bottom there are fine. Ben, you're unconscious, you can't see. But Rourke, this is darkness I don't believe your eyesight can penetrate.
How is Quithkith on the platform? Does the ledge go out that far?
Well, you haven't gone out that. You haven't gone very far yet. But you can hear splashing. Rourke, what's your plan?
Well, I know where Ben went down, so I'm going to cast things on his location, which is going to heal him for 2 points of healing. And every time you turn, you stay there. It'll give you an extra D6.
I'm back, baby.
And I'll wait there.
Patiently. All right. Well, you're easily able to find Bruno in the darkness, and healing him underwater isn't going to cause him too much dramas as he's still breathing. As that Kelpie starts trying, like, hey babe, come on, like, be cool, come on. Let's just enjoy the moment. Let's not talk about the future. let's just see where things take us.
You would love my mother.
Huh? And help with the kids. Hala, what's your plan? How are we going about charming this Kelpie?
Well, more going to the cattle side. It's like starting to nuzzle up, get the horns. It's like sort of like a back, a bit of a rub with the horns.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a back scratch. Yeah.
A rough lover.
Mm.
You'll have to ride me, right?
So.
All right. Bruno, you wake up. It's pitch black. You can't see a thing. You're breathing water, that much you can tell, and laying down, but you've got no idea where you are, how long it's been, and what's going on.
Right. What do I want to do? And do I hear Quiscus still splashing around and stuff?
As you sit up from the water, looking around, you can make a perception check in the dark.
Yep. Give me a second, I'm just flicking through my spells.
Once again, running through the water does make you loud. It is difficult to move. Without having an exact location, you know roughly in that direction you can hear someone splashing around. It wasn't the hand that leaned over and healed you, so potentially it's a bad guy.
Right. Scorching Ray.
Alright, well, you've got disadvantage on the attack because you only know the rough location. You still can't see the person. 3
beams, basically there, and there, just pushed out for 10 points. So what? 5 points of damage.
Well, you roll each of them.
Oh, okay, yep.
As you get 3 blasts from a normal cast. Just make sure to put your spell points back on as you spent them. So 17, a 12, and a 21. Well, the 21 will hit, doing 5 plus 7 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Blast it away.
Okay, and then I move up and into the corridor.
Sounds good. As you start feeling your way, you're at half speed and you're reduced speed because of the water, moving around in the darkness, trying to find your way through. 15-foot radius. Let me just quickly drop a 15-foot radius circle. What's that? About a 15-foot radius circle?
Yeah, I suppose.
About there. As you quickly crawl yourself out, the lights, or your dark vision kicks back in, and you can see Rourke standing there, peeking round the corner.
Whew, thanks, bro.
You can't tell Rourke's there. Of course, Rourke is a... So there's no advantage to you. Hakuna, it's all woo to me.
I'm going to bring out the loot, and I'm going to sing I'm going to bust out one of my best love ballads.
Oh.
Yeah. So do I do a performance check for that one?
Yeah, and just make sure the word moist appears quite often.
Moistly.
Moistly. I love you too, baby.
And my mother will join us.
I hope you like my sister.
My uncle is hilarious.
Splash appears from you. And Rook, it's your turn.
Have I heard the splashing of his Mythicus? Out there somewhere in the darkness?
Yep.
Okay, I shall carefully move forward until I think I'm close to him, and then deploy my tower. I'm gonna move.
Sounds good. This is the sort of thing we're talking about.
Oh, darling, look, there's a castle for us.
It's coming right for us.
With the deployment of the tower, you drop the token in. You hear the bloop as it starts to sink down. Then all of a sudden, boom, a tower erupts. How big's that tower again? 20 by 30?
20 by 20 by 30.
All right. And it's going to sink down to the bottom. The water is 20 foot deep, so you've got 10 foot sticking out, but you're still clear of the roof. As we drop where's a little colour for a tower? Here's tower. 20 by 20 tower gets dropped.
I didn't hit either of us.
Luckily, just missed you guys, but Quisnif not so lucky. Regardless of the save, he ain't going to survive that. I was really hoping to duck him under the water, swim around, and pop back up and run away, but that ain't going to happen no more. As the tower deploys, the creature looks toward, is swimming around, looks across. Oh, sorry, in darkness. He can't look across. Here's the bloop behind him, figuring that was just a very small bloop. That shouldn't be much of a threat. All of a sudden finds himself pinned against the wall as the tower appears instantly. You two in the water are thrust around from the surge of the water, kicking around as you guys are down there trying to...
I love Nick's way.
Was that you, Sadie, or was that
You rock my world.
Rocked around from the sudden appearance of a tower and the displacement of the pushing of the water, and then as it starts pouring back into the tower, as it starts slushing around, the water in this area rises another foot or two, and then it starts slowly draining back into the tower. So yeah, it's very surgy.
I love the go. Do I reach back?
Panicking, we'll come around to that, son. Kelpie, it's that Kelpie's go. Panicking with the romantic charms that you're putting upon it, and thinking that it's crowded enough down here without your sister moving in. Your mom. It starts to like, hey, baby, like, it's been cool, right? Like, we both had a good time. I'm just gonna start slinking away, but you're gonna keep wanting to follow it and be with it.
Pepe Le Pew style.
As it steps through a hidden chamber off to the side, down the bottom, and slinks away.
Don't go, I'm following.
Hala?
Well, my Hala's probably more just cuddling up a bit more, so it probably hasn't talked through it at all. So has probably not psyched out his Kelpie as much.
Uh-huh.
But imagine with that wave action, it's probably definitely squished him a bit.
Threw his around a bit in amongst the kelp and the sand at the bottom.
So, yeah, don't know if he's managed to. Either of them are squished against each other against an object, but
no, you're right. It's probably a bit more murky now. The water's been kicked up and thrown around and disturbed. What are you saying to the seaweed? How are you charming it? Or your mouth's too full of seaweed to say anything?
trying to explain the best cheese I could probably make you, and different bits and pieces, and explaining all the different variants of cheese.
I will make you such a watery cheese.
Salty cheese too. It's actually not salt water, is it? I was more thinking that. Oh,
Bruno, it's salt-free water. Bruno,
Okay.
you're pretty injured.
Cure wounds. I have
Uh-huh.
2 hit points. I need more. 9. So I pretty much just heal myself and catch my breath.
Laying hands upon yourself and you return some hit points and you feel a little better.
Whew. Damn. Okay.
Well, those attacks are pretty vicious.
And then I move back out to see what's going on.
Well, the darkness has faded. A large tower is now out of the water, and the water has become quite turbulent on top as it's thrusting and throwing around. You can see Rook standing there, looking around the surface, trying to spot something.
Okay.
What else would you like to do?
Can I get up on top of the tower? Like just there?
Well, it's 10 feet up, so you've already moved.
And climb up.
Well, hang on. You were here. You've moved 5, 10, 15. You then climb speed at half speed, and you're already down. You're probably still climbing up at a single move, and you've cast a spell, so you're probably still just about to press the crenellations.
So climbing up onto the top of the tower. Yeah, that'll do me.
All right. This one's still down there with Hala. Keeps looking over its shoulder, checking its watch. This should be over. Hakuna?
Peppy Blue style. Oh, how does she tease me?
Tease. I like it when they run.
Yeah. She moves so fast. Okay, chasing after. Doing the chase. I see the door now.
All right, you start swimming across. You're at half speed because you're swimming.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. My love.
Is this our home?
Judo. Love what you've done. Yes. Christopher is out. Rook, you're up.
I see that sword.
Well, you can try and find the body. It's pinned between the castle currently and down below. You haven't seen signs of Christopher yet, but the darkness disappearing could tip you off to what's been happening.
I did hear a satisfying crunchish.
Yep.
I shall dive into the water, gloomy, murky water, and who I can see.
All right. Once you get past the first foot or two, it's been stirred up. It is hard to see through the water. There isn't like a surface scummy layer. It's difficult to see. Looking around, though, buried in the weed, you can't quite make out the kelpie because it blends into other seaweed, but you can see the large minotaur trying to get it on. What's your plan?
I'm gonna go back up to the tower
No worries.
and just wait up there for a while. Yeah.
You need some private time. Okay. Hakuna, the one you're with, starts backing up.
You got what you.
Please, please.
Me more.
Oh, no. Hala?
Okay, keep talking sweet nothings into this kelpie's ear of the stuff that Hala's interested in, which is making cheese and doing other things like that, and all the battles and bits and pieces he's fought in, and being sort of a romantic, boring person.
Go on, baby. We've all seen the meme photos. So the real thing you got to know about cheese, and it's such a sexy food.
It's the mold. The mold makes it.
It's the sexiest part of the cheese. Bruno? Bruno?
And not hearing.
Ben?
Gonna heal myself.
All right, you're going to have to finish climbing up the tower to do that, probably.
Yeah, so climb up the tower and heal myself
All right.
for 12.
All right, you're standing on dry enough land. You can see Rook clambering up the side of the tower, and you can't see the others.
Yep.
They're below the surface of the water still.
Okay.
All right, Ross's Kelpie's happy with what it's doing. He's not throwing it off too much, and it's still waiting. Hakuna, you've got it cornered. I said we're going to mate. This is what being a bard is all about.
This is about making families, and you joined my family. Now, are we going to move all in? We need some dry space because we are fur creatures. Like, look at my fur, and and just basically yammering on. Still chasing, chasing, still.
Rook?
Well, is she cornered now? So.
I suppose I'm going to start searching for that sword.
All right. Well, I guess you're going to be able to tell that the body's wedged down there. It's probably about 3 or 4 inches thick at the moment, and the sword's going to be jammed in down there beside the tower.
I'll see if I can reach it through an arrow slit.
Probably not. It's probably pinned in a way that it's not going to be perfectly aligned to come through an arrow slit.
I'll hop out of the tower. Say the command word.
All right.
Damn it.
The tower disappears. There is a big empty spot below you with no water in it. As you start to fall, the wave pick you back up partway through, swashing you up against the wall and throwing you around, spinning you around. Halla, you get dragged around a bit as the surge starts kicking the room around again. And because you've got a slightly tortuous path where you are, Hakuna, you can feel a bit of a surge push, but it's not as powerful as the rest of the others are thrown around. Rook, you can see the body washing around with Ben now in a tumble dry, in a washing machine-like fashion as it gets thrown around down below. Kelpie, it starts, I guess, scrambling along the wall, trying to find a way around Hakuna. Come on, Peter, seriously, we don't have to go this far. You can leave now. Like, I've got this headache and I've got to work in the morning. Hello?
Going to try and regain my balance after the nice surge of water. And probably grab my Kelpie and try to swim up top for safer waters to get away from all this bits and pieces to see if I can swim up and sit on a ledge.
All right. Let's have an athletics check, thanks.
That I can do. Oh, crap.
Not well. You ain't going nowhere, big boy. You stay here and just wait a little bit longer. This is taking a lot longer than it normally does. Bruno, you're in the drink being thrown around, tumbled about. You're spending some time in the green room.
Okay. Try not to throw up. Do I happen to spot Quisketh flying past me?
Quisneth, yeah, he's tumbling around with you.
Okay, so I'm going to grab hold of him and try and get out of this. So,
all right. Athletics for your swimming check. Yeah, 15. 15 will struggle, but get you grabbing the body and bringing it back up. As you burst to the surface. Hakuna, you're still charming it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing the mega creep out of me. Like, oh The cream. I still envision Pepe Le Pew. Like, how long does it drag for? Like, basically, the cat just has to, like, get a garbage lid and just smack it in her face and go, oh, you tease.
All right, so you're trying to roll your persuasion to try and get it to attack you as while it defends from your sexual advances. I like where this is going.
Is it sexual? I'm just suggesting moving my mother in. So what? I rolled a 12, and what do you want me to add a 6 or?
Well, you're intimidating.
I'm intimidating. I'm not intimidating.
You're trying to force it to do something you want it to do.
Oh, okay.
In a way, you are.
This is the best for both of us, baby.
A natural one. There's two ways I can go with this. You can either lean into it, or we can fight you off. It was a check versus what you were trying to achieve, and it rolled the worst you could possibly do. So, all right, you can. It attacks you for 18 to hit. You're charmed. They're not trying to fight it. So it'll slap you for 10 damage, giving you another chance to make your save versus it. Wisdom save, please.
Wisdom save. Where is there?
14.
I wake up.
You come to your senses, but I mean, everything you've been saying still been a pretty good idea. You have your actions back again at the end of your round. Roll.
Okay.
Bruno has come to the surface with the body of Quismith.
I clearly looped the dead.
What?
Did the sword sink? I don't know.
He doesn't have the sword on him anymore. He's dropped it in the water when he became squash.
Actually, dive down and look for it.
Roll perception with disadvantage due to the murkiness of the water. 18, you spot it. There it is, right over there. The black sword calls to you.
Get up, obvious.
You'll swim across, and you taking the sword? Bro? You grabbing the sword?
Yeah, yep.
As you grab it, there's a pulse through the water, and you hear its name called out in your head. Black Razor. Will require a tuning. What's your alignment?
Gloomy.
Your alignment is emo. I see.
Chaotic good, apparently.
Chaotic good. Huh. Well, that'll work. That'll still work. You still got to tune to it. But there's a power to this sword. You can feel it. That Kelpie that attacked you stops for a moment and is like, I'm sorry, darling. I didn't mean to. you had me scared. Hala? What are you going to do? Try to swim to the surface still, or?
Yep. Just going to try and swim to the surface going, I can't see you, your beautiful features in this murky water.
Right. Athletics check. No, baby. No. I like it down here. You stay here. We're just going to stay down here where it's nice and safe in the water, hidden in the weed. Bruno.
Okay. So can I see what's going on with Akuna?
No, Hakuna's in a side passage, hidden background.
Really?
There was a door up the top there that you entered, and then you've had to go down a little passage in the hidden area. So.
Oh, okay. So I can't see any of that. Okay.
No, and also because of the depth and things like that, you're a difficulty to perceive things because there's the water's all stirred up now. So I need you to roll perception to spot around to see what you can see.
Yep. What do I see?
Through the water, you can still hear both your ears are quite attuned. Not being used to seeing through water, though, and hearing, it's hard to place. But you can still hear both Hala talking about mold and Hakuna talking about family. You can get a sense that Hala's up to the north of you and down below.
Okay. Who do I hear most? It'll probably be Hala, won't it?
Yeah.
If Akuna's in a side passage. So I'm going to
You've got half movement while you're swimming.
swim up to here. No, change the cursor. Up to here and goes heal myself for 11 points.
If you upcast, put that 5 there.
What's that?
You upcast, looks like it's 16.
Yeah,
You've got the 5 left.
Right out of level 1. Yeah.
Kelpie with you. Ross is seeing Ben approach and trying to pull you in to hide from it. So he's going to make a stealth check with you to try and hide. Not doing terribly well. Hakuna?
Yeah, I guess I'm awake now.
You are. You can freely act.
Yeah, can I look around? What do I see? Like, where am I? What am I doing? 'Cause so far I've been focused.
You're in a little narrow passage that is about 10 foot wide and goes back up to the north. It looks tall, though. It looks like there's a surface above you.
Ooh. Oh. Hello.
You're aware of what you were doing. You just broke the charm.
Ah, okay. How about I persuade this fair woman with my silver tongue to say, "Oh, let's be friends," and you and your other friends leave us be. Do I need to click anything?
Persuasion.
Yep.
You do well. Yeah, it's cool, baby. We're always cool. Next time, sending word me. send me a magical message. But, we'll get next time. Obviously, it's work and we're busy. Like,
Aww. Are you sure you don't want me to move it?
momentarily glances around his place. I'm between places at the moment. It'd be real tricky. Like, things just ain't right.
So we go out, free Ross, free Hala.
Well, you can. The other one's still on. You're a different area.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to go anywhere? Sorry, are you going to move, swim away, or one last kiss and look?
You're gonna miss me walking away.
I hate it when she leaves, and I'd love to see him go.
All right, let's swim out.
You start swimming out. Rook, you're up. You've got the sword. You're underwater.
I suppose I'll go and try and free Ross.
All right. It's a double move to get there because let's move half speed while swimming.
I'll swim over there and then just wait, I suppose.
No worries.
Kelpie hasn't given up by now.
That Kelpie is out since you guys have left it behind. The other Kelpie is just waiting for Ross to drown, but it's got time and just doesn't realise what's going on. Hala, you're up.
Again, it's like, it's all murky down here. Let's get up out in the clean air where we can see each other.
Uh-huh.
Try again for athletics check.
19.
19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19.
No. Here's fine. Here's fine. Why do you keep trying to run away? Stay with me, baby. You know you want to be with me.
But I can't see all your beauty in this murky water.
Bruno?
Okay. Swim up and... Oh, this is an interesting one. What have I got? I can burn it?
You're underwater. Magical fire will work, but they get fire resistance. Because they're fully submerged.
No. I'm just going to hit it with my warhammer to try and displace it.
Sounds good. Swing away.
Hit.
14 does.
11 points of damage.
Good hit. As you strike it and thump it, gaining its attention, realizing the game's up for it. It's go. Well, it can attack you and still not break the hold on Ross, so it's going to slam you for a critical.
Oh.
Right, it gets you right in the throat as it slaps you and grapples you round the neck. Take, what's that, 15 points of damage?
Yeah, done. Damn. I don't need cold shield anymore. Damn.
And goes to hit you again because you're going to be... Another critical! 2 criticals! Well, the first one's around the throat, the second one's in the groin. So you're going to take another 13 points as you're grappled twice by this thing. It's got your top and tail.
Yep. Oh, I felt that.
Hakuna?
Swimming out the place.
Yep.
Thinking, this would have been a lovely home.
1, 2, 3 gets you out the door and uses your movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
You can move another 3 squares to fully use everything, and that's all your movement. It's still very murky out here. The water's being disturbed quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I might swim towards all the source of all the waves.
The sound, well, it's hard to tell where the source was, but the sound you can hear.
Yeah. I'll keep
2,
moving.
3. Put you about there as you start swimming along, trying to find. Then you can start making out something ahead of you. Rourke, go.
I'm gonna add the thing in front of me with the sword I'm carrying, I suppose.
All right. Well, you're unattuned to it, so you don't get all the benefits of it.
It's all good.
It's just a normal greatsword.
Okay. Today. Sword?
You got a normal sword attack on your character sheet you can use?
Yeah.
That'll do.
Ignoring the sharpshooter, but adding the
10 piercing.
piercing.
Yep. That'll hit for how much is that? 29?
No, ignoring the
That's 19. And then again for 16.
Shouldn't it be 10 and 13?
She's been knocking 10 off each attack still counts because I'm glued. It'll be 19 and 19.
Yep. That's alright. Alright, it's... Yep, wrong Kelpie. It's out of the game. And Hala. All your friends are attacking your love.
I'm going to sort of like start trying to put my body between them and my love.
No worries. You try and give it cover. Increase its armor class. And get it to hide behind you. Bruno?
Yeah, just warhammering it up.
Mm-hmm.
19 to hit.
Half cover from Hala. That 9 still manages to get around.
8 bludgeoning.
And that is just enough to finish it off and have it flake away, slowly releasing its seaweed tendril on Hala as the memories of what could have been a wonderful cheese run family business die with it.
No.
No.
Oh, you could have done like cheese wrapped in seaweed.
Mm.
There could have been so much. Why, damn you, why?
For your own good.
Okay, it's late, so we'll get ready to start wrapping this up. You're able to get to the surface. You're able to find the body of Quistneth, which no longer has the appearance of a halfling, but that of an Oni, a shape-shifting creature that has taken the form of the halfling.
What else?
Going through his items. Oh, geez, where have I hidden Quistneth? But yeah, I can go through. We can go through his items while we're in between sessions, and I'll lay it out. He's able to swim to the surface and hang around, explore this area. You find off to the side where the other Kelpie was is a area which does have a dry area inside, and also a sunken area below. And you're able to find that there is a floor system. I wonder if it's here on the map.
Oh, is there fresh water anywhere?
You know what? I don't want to mess with this. I'm just going to draw it in. So there's a... Hey, that's pretty thick.
Alright.
That is the ledge around the area. You guys are able to trace that out. And able to clamber back up. To the north, you can see some stairs that come up out of the foot deep darkness. In which case there is a door on the right and a door at the end of the corridor. They're both differently made doors, but we'll get into that next session. Is there anything that you guys immediately want to do now that the fight has finished?
Just search the room.
No
Search
worries.
the bottom.
We'll come up with
search,
some items.
search the bottom, see if there's a cache from the Kelpie's last victims.
Good to know. I'll check that out and make sure we've got some interesting items for us for the next session.
Not to be an XP farmer, but we've still got one more Kelpie to get rid of.
Hey, we're friends now.
We have an agreement.
I have a thing where I don't, gang up on my exes, so... That was beautiful. But...
Can we just remember it for what it was?
Yeah.
Remember the good. Don't just sit on the bad. There was always something nice.
I need to have a rest at some point, but I can go a little bit longer, not much longer.
Well, you can probably take a short rest at the top of the stairs, but we'll get into that at the start of the next session. I definitely don't want to go much later than this. This is no later than this is the perfect length. Well, can I say to you guys, thanks very much for playing again. If Sven's around, he can jump on back through. But for the rest of you guys, I appreciate. How are you guys finding the White Plume Mountain so far?
Fun.
Interesting.
Not too bad.
Wish I had more water powers, honestly.
More water powers?
I knew ahead, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Has been in slightly moist dungeons.
Yes,
It's so glad I chose that spell.
Has been damn handy. Damn handy.
As far as dungeon goes, it's definitely higher up on the scale in regards to moistness. That's definitely true. And that's surprising to me. I didn't know anything about White Plume Mountain really before this adventure started, so I'm learning along with you guys. And really, I wasn't expecting so much moistness. Not gonna lie, but it's fun. It's a pleasant surprise. You don't often get to use the rules for underwater combat and stuff like that, so it's good. I enjoy it, and it makes it that much more deadly. Of course,
It does. We're lucky we do have the water breathing. That is a saviour in this dungeon.
It is.
Some other ones I've seen people do is freeze the surface of things to get themselves across. This is a dungeon for creativity, and I definitely recommend anyone who's hopefully not having the game spoiled for themselves and anyone you tell anyone to be creative in this dungeon. It's all about, with things without necessary solutions, and DMs who are looking and running this game, take the creativity and run with it. That's what this is all about, especially if some things like they deliberately do not have solutions. It's up to you to figure it out.
So not really a dungeon so much for your barbarians and human fighters, more for your spellcasters and stuff like that. And I like that. I like giving the players and the DM a little bit of freedom to come up with some like wacky scenarios. And we've definitely got to that. I gotta say, I gotta hand it. That's a really creative way in dealing with a Kelpie. That's a new one for me. It's doubling down.
My wife's really she's all smiled over here. She's had a good session.
Straight to 7th base. I enjoy it. Amazing. Before we go, I do have a couple of things that I wanted to say. I've been working behind the DM screen tonight. Well, not the DM screen because I wasn't the DM, but I've been working behind the ones and twos, as it were, to implement a few new things for the channel. Obviously, if you're keeping up with the Facebook and the Discord, I've announced that we have new designs for merch. So I've got the design that's up on the screen right now, and I've got a few of those, both male and female shirts on the way right now. They should be arriving in late September. And while everyone was busy having fun, I was in the background making a new design, which was by popular demand. This is the debuting it here right now tonight. You're seeing it for the first time. This is the okay, so hear me out. Grace Beam design, which is also going to be available. It's available right now on our Stream Elements merch store. So if you want to get ahead of the curve and grab yourself one of those, you can go ahead and grab those. Just do be aware that there's shipping involved in that, so you might want to be patient and wait for me to get a few of those in store first, and it'll be a little bit cheaper if you get them from me. But hey, some people don't want to be patient. But other than that, Luke, what you got coming up, man?
Well, video editing software seems to be failing me at the moment, so I'm mucking around with that. So as for the next release, though, myself and among mates are looking at reviewing, funnily enough, the Eloquence Bard, which my wife Rita is playing tonight as Hakuna. And we're also looking at redoing, because we didn't like the way it was recorded, the Aberrant Mind Sorcerer. Class I've played before that I have thoroughly enjoyed, and is really one of the strongest sorcerer classes. Yes. Like, forget spell limitations, you've got more spells than a lot of other people in the game now. Yeah. So definitely something worth having a look at and considering playing if you haven't had a look at it before.
And Mitch played one of those in the Flying Nostromo, the one shot which was run by Christian from Hermes D&D Services. So if you want to see an Aberrant Mind Sorcerer getting thoroughly misused, make sure you check out that stream. It's available up on our YouTube right now. Also, make sure you check out Big Game Small Pieces on YouTube. They have all kinds of videos for you to check out. Reviews for different races, classes, and adventures, and not just 5th edition. We're talking everything, all the way up to 5th edition. So if you want to learn a little bit more, if you're running an adventure and you would like some advice, this guy over to my whatever side that is, he is the man, because he is a veritable well of knowledge and experience upon which even I draw. Other than that, I guess this will be a good spot to call it a night. Thank you very much, everyone. It has been an absolute blast. We will see you here again, hopefully next week. Is that right, Luke? Or
we'll have to check the streaming surfaces in Airlie Beach, but so far we intend on playing, yes.
All right, so I'll keep everyone posted up on the Discord and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. I know I've been a little bit lax with that lately, but it's just because of the sheer amount of things that I have going on. But I will make sure that I post an update on that. If you don't hear anything, we will be back here again next week on Monday night around about 7:30 to 7:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time with another episode of White Plume Mountain featuring DM Luke from Big Game Small Pieces. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Night.